Purnamidam, Purnamada, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purno হইতে, বাংলা কথা, পূর্ণ হইতে, পূর্ণম আদায়, আদায় মানে নিয়ে নিলে পরে, পূর্ণটা যদি নিয়ে নেওয়া যায়, তাহলে পূর্ণম, পূর্ণাৎ, পূর্ণমদ, নিচেটা পূর্ণ, এই যা দেখছি এটা পূর্ণ, ইদম পূর্ণ, পূর্ণাৎ ফ্রম অনন্ত, পূর্ণ থেকে যদি, পূর্ণাৎ পূর্ণম উদচ্যতে, পূর্ণটা যদি নিয়ে নেওয়া যায়, তাহলে এটা পূর্ণ, পূর্ণাৎ পূর্ণম উদচ্যতে, পূর্ণম মানে সমগ্রটা, উদচ্যতে মানে তার থেকে এসেছে, ওই পূর্ণ থেকে এই পূর্ণটা যা দেখছি এসছে। আচ্ছা, পূর্ণস্য পূর্ণমাদায়, ওই পূর্ণ থেকেই, পূর্ণের থেকেই যদি পূর্ণকে নিয়ে নেওয়া যায়, যেটা এই জগৎটা তো বড়, এটাও তো বিশাল, তাহলে ওটা পূর্ণই থাকছে, পূর্ণমেব অবশিষ্টতে, এই তো সোজা কথা। এটার মানে হচ্ছে এই যা কিছু দেখছি সেই পূর্ণ, এভরিথিং ইজ পূর্ণ, হোয়াট এভার আই এম সিইং, দিস world behind, below, this world what is I see around, and this Purna means Brahman ekhane. Purna found as Brahman. So this below is Brahman, this thing with what I see around, that is Brahman, and that Purna udachyate, from Purna, Purna has come out, this world has come out from where? From the ocean, infinite ocean.
From Purna, from infinity.
All the infinite number of waves and ripples. What are the infinite? If you look, just think about that, ocean and the ripples and waves. So all the ripples and waves are called the universe of moon, sun, moon, stars, galaxies, human, subhuman, all the planets, etc. That has come out from where? From Purna, from the same ocean. And even if it has come out, it still remains the Purna, because nothing has been lost. And why they say? Well, actually nothing has happened. No one has taken out from Purna one Khamcha Purna. This Khamcha one Purna I have taken out, this Khamcha remains here, that Khamcha. It cannot be. Purna is mean full. Full does not mean Purna cannot be two. That means equal to, say, Brahman idea. Brahman is the only thing, only reality. It cannot be true. It cannot be anything. But it is only whatever you take out from Brahman, Brahman remains Brahman. That means there is no subtraction, there is no addition, there is no multiplication. It is the same. Brahman is Brahman. This concept, to ascertain this concept,
very highly philosophical concept, extremely philosophical, very high.
Not very high, because this question comes of creation. Why? Because I see the world. Naturally, our question comes, where from the world has come? Kutasma jata. Upanishad also put this question. This I have come from where? Where this world has come from? So the world has come from Purna. And this world, it is so big. It is also Purna. It is also full, infinite. Is there any end? Full means endless. Full means there is nothing but this manifestation. And the whole universe is endless manifestation. Tale, that this universe remaining as universe, but it is all pervaded, but it is what I see, that is also outcome of Purna, Brahman. You substitute the word by Brahman, then it will be much easier. It has come out of Brahman, and even it has come out, it remains the Brahman. That means nothing has come out, nothing has been created. Ultimate Vedantic understanding is that nothing is destroyed, nothing is lost. It is all the time same. I am seeing by my ignorance. This world I am seeing, it is by my ignorance. There is no one to do anything, nothing has happened. Like in the night time, we see dream. Actually, all the dream things we see, it has come out from where? From your mind. Huh? But this mind, because mind has come out, your mind is lost then? No, mind remains the same. Mind has come out from that mind. A part of the mind is playing this role. Another part is observing them. So it will remain the same. If the mind, of course, it cannot be compared with Brahman idea. Brahman is much complete. Huh? Oh, see, Rini Ghosh is trying to come, access, allow Shaunak. Okay. So this is the fundamental point, and it's a beautiful verse to meditate upon, because you look at the world and you see what is below. That is Purna, that is Brahman. What you see around, you look at all around the earth, planets, trees, plants. Look at the sky, sun, moon, stars, ocean. Everything is come out of what? It is Purnamada, Purnamidam, and Purnat, from the Purna, Purnam Udachyate. It has come out. No other source other than Brahman. This world has come out. There is only one reality. We call God. And God has become everything. Ramakrishna says in the Gospel, God has become everything. It's changeable, unchangeable. They will, what has happened? Why your face here? We are seeing the roof. Don't you see your face? Yeah.
I joined on the phone today, so I just kept it.
That's okay. No, I'm also mukta dekho. ছাদটা দেখে কি করবো? সবাই ছাদ দেখাচ্ছে, নাহলে দেওয়াল দেখাচ্ছে। Okay. So the Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purna hoite, from the Purna, if the Purnamadaya is taken out, it remains Purna. That's the idea, that absolute remains the same. Whether this world has come out or the world is not there, it remains the same, unchangeable. You are the same unchangeable person. Whether you are dreaming a big dream for long hours, and so much creation has come, so much fear, so much fight, Taliban fight is started there, or the war is, you saw the Taliban information and whole night dreaming Taliban atrocities. It's all created in your mind, no? But you are there, and it is all come out of it. But nothing is lost. It is the same mind. So in here also, extend that idea in Brahman idea. The whole world is Brahman.
Maharaj, can I just Purnamada Purnavidam? I heard a mathematician understanding and expressing it as infinity minus infinity equals infinity.
Yeah.
Should we agree with that?
Yeah. That is the present day explanation, very easy to understand. What is that explanation? Brahman is the infinity plus infinity is equal to infinity. Mathematical formula. Infinity minus infinity, it should be zero, but it is not. It is infinite. And then, let me see one phone. Hello? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was thinking of it very seriously. Okay, so you need anyone is driving? Acha, okay. So it will take 2-3 days. This. Acha. Okay, I think it will be okay if the bacteria is gone. It will be perfect. Okay. So Mother bless you. Move forward. Huh? Jaima, thank you all. You have a phone? Sorry. Today's class is very informal, that's why. Now,
As a Moraji, I mean, so can I then assume that because it's infinite, so it is unknowable?
unknowable to the ordinary mind,
Or is it-
because mind is limited, no?
Mhm.
With my eyes, if you say through the eyes, can you see infinite world? No,
No.
because it is small, it cannot go there. Similarly, mind is big instrument. Mind is the biggest and the fastest and the long that the greatest instrument. No, it can go from here to sun 10 times in a split second. No, think, go and come back. No,
Yeah.
more than lightning, light speed of light and anything. But still, mind cannot reach the infinite stars and galaxies, billions and billions and trillions of years away, trillions of light years away. So that is the point. You cannot get it. That's why mind being limited, it cannot fathom that Brahman which is beyond mind. Huh? And so everything is limited. Everything is. But in the world, whatever great thing you can think about, it is beyond. That's why it is Brinha. Brahman is the word Brinha. Brinha means that is biggest. Uh, Nothing bigger than that. That is the idea. Okay, you have any other question? Okay, let us start now. Huh? This is
Acha Moraji, then I will start recording that.
huh? What?
So I will start recording the session
Okay.
for the last
Okay.
session.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
Recording
start.
in progress.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The invisible is the infinite. The visible too is the infinite. From the infinite, the visible universe of infinite extension has come out. The infinite remains the same, even though the infinite universe has come out of it. Om, peace, peace, peace. It is a theme of the Upanishad. The whole Upanishad teaches that all is Brahman, all is absolute infinite. We see this infinite through the lens of finite. That's why it appears to be world, appears to be sun, moon, stars through the lens of my mind. My mind, I see in dream, and this mind, when I am seeing, it is God's dream. It is called the God's mind. My mind is a part of the God's mind. God's mind we call cosmic mind. Cosmic mind planned. He said, I am alone, I will be many. As you go to bed, you don't plan, but you have planned. Otherwise, how it comes in your dream? Unconsciously, something comes out of our old stock, and that gives us the dream experience. Similarly, the Brahman who is infinite does not need anything, but he actually transforms into this universe by his cosmic mind. We have a small mind, he has a big mind. And the big mind's imagination. That's why we all see the sun as, because in his mind it is sun. So we say it is sun. In the stars and galaxies, what we see. It is he created, that everyone sees that sun, moon, stars, galaxies, earth, planets, human, subhuman, all these things. So this is the theme that spiritual experience is, that they see that sameness in everywhere, Purno everywhere, Brahman everywhere. Ramakrishna said, Mother everywhere. A technical term. The Saguna word is called the mother, and in the Vedantic term, you can say it is absolute. Okay. Now, again, just today is the day of revision, but you have any question, keep ready for that. I'll quickly pass through because we have read it. The very first verse says, Ishavashyam midagya sarvai yatkincha jagatyam jagata. If you have the book, you can read with me. Tena tyaktena punjita magridha kashash vidhanam. So what does it mean? Ishavashyam midagam sarvam. Whatever there is changeful in this ephemeral world, this world, it is ephemeral. It is all momentary. And whatever is changing here, changeful, then all this must be enveloped by the Lord. Think, it is only God, divine, Satchidananda. Satchidananda in ripple. That's why we see so many forms. Think, envelop, that means with your mind. Every day when you look at the world, you see it is Brahman. It is nothing but Brahman or Paramatman. And whatever you see, the changeful, like the wave. You see the wave, but think it is ocean. Not say it is ripple or wave. Don't have to, and you can give name to every ripple. That's why we are all named. We are all, each one has a name. Forget your own name. It is only ocean. Try to see, envelop it means look at the world with this idea that is nothing but the Satchidananda Brahman. By this renunciation, suddenly you have to renounce something, detach. You are detached from the changeful aspect of it and focus on the unchangeable aspect. Got it? Point. What is the renunciation here? Renounce the changeful aspect of it and focus on the unchangeable aspect. Unchangeable aspect is H2O. Changeable aspect is the waves and ripples and foams and other things. Huh? Got it or not? Say anything. We are on Zoom. So we have to see your face, say yes, no. Then it will be class-like thing. Otherwise, it makes sense.
Yes, Mother.
Yes.
Yes, Mother.
So it should be that you renounce this changeful aspect and focus on the unchangeable aspect. H2O is at every pore of the waves. Whether it is big wave, small wave, it is a foam, it is a ripple, it is a bubble, matters little. Here in the world, big guy, small guy, poor guy, high guy, a criminal guy, a holy man, a tree, a plant, these are all changeable objects, but this changeable object is made of Sat Chit Ananda. It is H2O. Three constituent elements are there. Think that way, that you are seeing Brahman. Or in loving terms, you see Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna is the unchangeable unit, and all these names and forms are all over it. And therefore you renounce, the very first stage, renounce that which is changeable. What will you do with the change? Rather see what is unchangeable. That is the first one.
Maharaj, can I ask something?
Right?
You wanted this to be a class, then all the participants should be unmute,
Okay, that's good. Unmute it, and when you question, then you will only open it. Okay. Do not covet the wealth of anyone. That means don't be greedy for anything else because it is yours. What you see others, there is no other. It is your own self. It is the Satchidananda self which is here, which is everywhere. So why you will be greedy to get someone's property, someone's material? You need not, because you are that. You don't steal from your right pocket and put it into the left pocket. Because both pockets are your pocket. Similarly, the whole world is yours. So you need not have to do that. Second verse. But this is a practice. Does it mean that you will give up all your work? No. That is the beauty of Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita. They don't take us away from our day-to-day life and duties and responsibilities. He says, Kurvan nebeho karmani, second verse. Jiji vishet satagum samaha এবং তুই আপনারা অফ করে দিন নিজেদেরটা, আপনারা নিজেরা বলুন কিন্তু অফ করে, you make it off but you can chant together, otherwise it will make not a good noise. It will be kurban neveha karmani jiji bishet satagum samaha evam to inanna thetosti nakar malipate nare. So now you live, suppose your lifespan is 100 years, kurban eva, performing action, doing your duties. In ancient time, there are home of fire. That was the major duty. Life was very simple. And they did not go to job or do other business. And that was not necessary. Life was simple. So you say, if you live 100 years, you do your all the homo activities or offering activities. So in our life, present day, whatever your duty is there in life, you go on. Gigi Bishet, suppose you live for 100 years, only performing scripture ordained works. What is scripture ordained works? Any work for the present time, we are concerned, do all actions thinking that I'm doing for God. That is the scripture ordained work. I think I am doing work, good work, bad work, and this is spiritual, this is non-spiritual. No, don't think that way. Every work is God's work. So think with that and you live for 100 years if you want to. And thus, in no other way can you free from the taint of evil deeds. Because we have evil tendencies, we have done some negative activity. So by this positive activity, positive thinking, they will counteract. You will go beyond the karma. Can be free from taint as long as you are fond of your human life. So long you are living in the body, human body. So you have to work. So whatever work you have done before, forget that. Now do work which scripture ordained. Our scripture is gospel, is the scripture. Swami Vivekananda's message is the scripture. Do work for God. Gita's message, whatever you do, don't do with detachment. Don't get involved into its results too much. And then comes the third verse, Asurya namate loka andeno tamasa britaha taggumste pratyabhigachanti yeke chatmahana janaha. Those who don't think about the Atman and do the work, what they do? Asurya. Surya means sun. Asurya means there is no sun. That means the dark. Asurya Namat, after death, they go to a plane which is all darkness because he has done on negative activity. So the mind is clouded. He will be in the dark atmosphere. Andheno, and that is totally blinding darkness. And you know how fearful is that life when you are in a blinding darkness and you don't see a ray of light. And those who do the Jekecha Atmahana Jana, they have killed their Atman. That means they have not nurtured their self with positive thinking, positive ideas, positive service, positive action. So the man, verily the births are demonic. That's demonic, means it is enshrouded in blinding darkness. That means a lower type of life where all negative thinking and negative activity, life is a miserable life. Those who slay the self attain to them after death. That means those who slay their Atman, they don't think of their Atman, their dignity, their purity of life, their purpose of life, and then act accordingly. So they go to that dark path. Ane jadi kang manaso javiyo naina deva apnuvan purvamarsat tadhavatonyanatte titishtan tasminnapo maturishadadhati. He's talking about the Atman or the self. Self is only one. And we have mind. We are all talking through the help of our mind. So you want to fathom how big is the self? If there is a race between mind and the Atman, think that way. Mind will run, 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 run. But wherever he goes, he finds already the self is there. So self is able to prove that idea. This example has been given. The self is one, and self does not move, unmoving. It is faster than the mind. It can move faster. That means it does not move, unmoving, still faster in relation to mind, movement of the mind. Having preceded the mind, it is beyond the reach of the senses. So if the mind cannot fathom it, running, running, running to find it, what the question of these little senses, these eyes, these ears, the nose, to understand about this God? God cannot be understood. That's why Ramakrishna said, not through this physical eye. Dibba, Gita-te, Dibba Chakshu, Dibba te dadami Chakshum. Na? Sri Krishna said, I will give you, confer you, Dibba Chakshu, not this physical eye. That's a pure eye, mental eye. But that pure eye should be there. Even mind, we have mind. But that mind will not do. Pure mind. So that Thakur said, pure mind is same as pure Atman. When one can practice such discipline, that mind becomes pure. So pure mind is pure Atman. So it is beyond the reach of the senses. It is ever steady. It outstrips all that running, all that runs. By its mere presence, it enables the cosmic energy to sustain the activities of the living. The Atman is there behind. That is the sustaining force that is allowing everything to function. Because of the Satchidananda Atman, no, everything in the material world is functioning. Without that, then neither the body functions, neither the activities of the world can go on. Now, yastu sarvani bhutani atmani eva anupashyanti sarvabhuteshu chatmanam natato vijigupshate. That means yastu, that person is not ordinary person. That means that person who is very pure in heart, wise person. The wise man who perceives, what he perceives? All beings as not distinct from his own self. He sees that whatever he sees around, it is me only. I am there. No? I am in the, Ramakrishna used to see, that's why I am there. The boatman slapping and Ramakrishna feeling the pain. I am there in the boatman. People are walking on the snake. Babu is walking on the grass, and Ramakrishna is feeling his whole body is or blood stains coming out. He's feeling identified with that. So I am all beings as not distinct from his own. A wise person feels that way, experiences that way, and his own self as the self of every being. I am in everything, everything is in me, both ways. That means everyone's suffering is my suffering, everyone's joy is my joy. I am here, I am in everywhere. I as Atman, not as a body, not as a mind. So that will be the experience. It does not, by virtue of this perception, hate anyone. So there is nobody, if in the eyes of a Gyani, in the eyes of a knower of truth, there is nothing to hate, nobody to hate. No? So just bin sarmani bhutani atmannevo vijanat abhut tatra komoho kashoka ekattam anupashyato. So therefore a person like that, who can see the Atman, in the Atman everything and in everywhere himself, then that type of person, what is delusion? We are deluded. I think I am separate, you are separate. I am good, you are bad. I may love you, I may hate you. Because duality is there. But the person who can see the Atman here and in everywhere, the what sorrow is there for the wise man who sees the unity of existence and perceives all beings as his own self. Holy Mother said, Jagotke apnar kore nite sekho. Try to learn to make the whole world your own. This is the point. You can see, because nothing, it is you only. You have become so much, but you do not know. By your spiritual practice, by your prayer, by performing your duties in the scriptural path, in following the direction of the Gita Upanishad and Sri Ramakrishna. So follow this. Then, but those people, Saparjagat Shukram, this is one of the beautiful verse. Akayam abranam masna viraggam shuddham apapaviddham kabir manishi paribhushayambhu yatha tattatu arthan vedadat shashatibha samabha. He, that the Atman, is self-existent. He is in everywhere. He has no body, but he is in everywhere. You see that body, but it is you see the wave, but it is nothing but water. It is all Brahman, all Atman. Without muscles in that Atman, there is no physicality, so showing that there is no muscle. Without the taint of sin, there is no touch of ignorance. It is radiant because Satchidananda. The whole, it is full, it is pure, seeing all, knowing all. He knows everything, he sees everything, and encompassing everything, he duly assigned their respective duties to the eternal Prajapatis. This Atman, to rule the created universe, he has created Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all this creation has been. Now, those people who not knowing this truth, they only do the puja and worship. They go into blinding darkness because they don't get Brahmagyan. They do the puja but do not know what the meaning of the puja. They perform the rituals and don't know the meaning of the rituals. He goes to darkness. No? This is the verse number 9. 10 verse says, they go to more darkness who only know the theory and never practice. They know what is the meaning of this mudra, what is the meaning of this pranayama, but never practice in life, do anything. So they go into deeper darkness because their ignorance will be more thickened. So I am leaving 9, 10 verses. But those who know two together, you know what is the meaning and you also practice. So vidya and avidya. Avidya means not knowing, you do perform the worship or rituals. You know the meaning, at the same time you perform. You enjoy. That's why, those you have seen many pujaris maybe doing puja in our Belur Math sometimes. They know the meaning and they're chanting the mantra. They're really meditating on it. And Thakur used to go like that. So in that bus, the flower is kept here and half an hour passed for Ramakrishna. No? Because he understood the meaning and he did the performing the ritual. Both go together. Then they attain to the highest knowledge. So, Vidyancha, Vidyancha, Jastad Veda Ubhayagam Saho. If one knows these two together, Avidyaya Mrityum Tirtva, Avidya, by practice of Avidya means ritualistic worship, they cross the so-called temporary death, and Vidyaya, by wisdom, by knowing the meaning of the performance, they reach Amrita. This not the absolute Amrita, but the relative. It goes to the Hiranyagarbha and other areas. And Sambhuti and Asambhuti is the same way. Sambhuti Upasana, it is Hiranyagarbha Upasana. Those who Upasana of the Ishvara Upasana. And those who do Asambhuti Upasana. Asambhuti in the text word, Asambhuti. Sambhuti and Asambhuti, they means they don't mean Prakriti. Prakriti, actor mane Prakriti. One means Prakriti, one other means the some Asambhuti hoche Hiranyagarbha. Purush and Prakriti. So those who only worships the materially Prakriti, they go into darkness. But those only worship the Hiranyagarbha, they go into heaven. So Both are getting stuck. Therefore, those who practice both knowledge with both knowledge, then they become liberated. Now, all this practice one has done to the verse number 15 on page 20 of the small book, what we read, Ishopanishad, this book, this. But you may have another copy on that. That will also do the same. 15 verse says, Hiranmayena patrena sattasya pihitang mukham tattvang pushanna pabrinu satta dharmaya drishtaye. Now, he has done the whole life, all these spiritual practices, did all the rituals, what the sastras, scriptures has told. After doing that, his life is coming to an end. So he is now thinking, I am dying. So what? He's praying to God, the Absolute. Your face like a lead, your shining golden orb that is covering the entrance into truth. I want to enter into the truth. I want to see the sun. But you look at the midday sun, what will you see? All the rays are so bright, you can't exactly see how big is the sun. You cannot see the sun. The rays are blocking your vision. So it says, like a lead, O Lord, your shining golden orb covers the entrance of the truth in you. But therefore, O sun god, Aditya, we Javakusuma, we every day, Brahman children, we chant, no? Purvuvasa, etc., etc. So you can say, O sun, does not mean the sun, but the sun god. Please remove your veil so that I can see your benign face, which does not dazzle my vision. So he says, like a lead, thy shining golden orb covers the entrance. That's on page 20. Remove, O sun, so that I am, who am devoted to the truth, may behold that. So that I can see you. Please remove the covering. It is like you are praying, oh Ma, please remove my ignorance. Ramakrishna is saying, Mahamaya, oh Mother, I am thy child. Take away. Don't delude me. Take out the cover, I can see you. No? And then 16 verse says, he is talking about the sun. Oh sun, you are the lonely cursor in the heaven, no? In the sky you see the ever. It is a very, not don't go to the science of the stars and galaxies, don't bring into picture. Think of the daytime, the sun. Actually, sun is going alone in the sky as it were. And that is the controller of everybody. It is now 5, 7, 12 for your time, no? Oh, we'll have to say, end the class. Who is telling that? Sun's movement, automatic, dictating us. Hey, time is up. Class is to be ended now. Oh, I'll have to go for this job. No? From morning till now, sun is the only person not telling anybody, but controlling the whole world. The birds, animals, trees, everything is, the background is only this sun is doing. So, O sun, offspring of Pujapati, you are the lonely cursor of the heaven. You control and support everyone. Contract your rays, withdraw your light. Through your grace I behold the most blessed form of yours. I am indeed He. I know I am you. You are me. I know that. But this vision has blocked me. It is not allowing me to see. I am a good guy. I did all through my life the best possible way, as much japa, meditation, prayer I did the karma with positive attitude. But now, please, I beg your kindness. You please open the door for me. As it is said that Mahamaya should come at the end to open the door. So it is also the orb of the sun, which is covering the vision of the real sun. So here we are praying to him to take away that covering. And now their life is ending. So now let me breathe. Let me think. I'm dying now. Let my breath Now, dying people, what happened? This happens to them. Vayu ranilam amritam mathedang pasman taggum shariram om kratusmaro kritagum smaro maro krito smaro kritagum smaro. Now, let my breath, hmm, this breath which is now making me alive, prana vayu, let it merge in the cosmic prana. That's why people say prana vayu is gone. No? Where does it go? It merges into cosmic prana. This prana, this energy, which is our living, which makes us alive, this prana goes out. People say, oh, he has left his prana. Pran vayu galo, beriye geche. No? We normally say pran vayu is gone. That prana vayu goes where? The prana, individual prana which was here, it goes into the cosmic prana. So, merged into the all-pervading immortal prana. And the body, this body is going to be now burnt. It's going to the cremation now. Now I can see that. Immediately when the one dies, he does not go away. That mind is a subtle body is associated with the physical body then also. Then only I am remaining in my mental state. That physical body's connection is disconnected. No? This physical body, though it is there, it has lost his prana energy gone, pran vayu beriye gelo, nak diye, chok diye, mukh diye, jekhan diye. So prana is gone, and that has merged into cosmic prana. And this body, let it be burned. It will go back to its ashes. It has come from the earth element. Let it go back to the earth element. Now your mind cannot be burned. In the subtle body you are here. Therefore, oh my mind, remember past deeds, what you remember. Think of the noble activities you did. You went to holy places, you think of them holiness and thought. And oh mind, remember past deeds and remember always, so that your journey now goes into the right path. And then again praying whom? Agni Devata. Because my body is in the fire, in the chita, in the open fire, not American, now Indian also. In Indian cremation ground, you can see that how the body is being burned. Now those are going away. Smasana, our earlier days when I saw. So this body is getting burned. So Agni, now there is a flame. You pray to Agni, the Agni Devata there, no? In the flame, the body is like a flame, is put into the flame, and Agni is burning and eating away as it were, no? Oh Agni, as we do home fire, you did. Om Sarvadeva Devi Sarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Swaha. You are giving to the fire. Why giving to the fire? Fire will carry your this offering to Ramakrishna. It's a channel. Understand? That's the purpose of home fire. We say, I offer it to Ma Durga, Ma Kali. No? You are offering here in the fire. Why? Because fire will be the carrier to that place where you want to send it. Ma Kali, it will go to Ma Kali. If you could tell Rama, it will go to Rama. That's all the. So, Agni, therefore, O Agni, Nayosu Pathe Raya Asman, Vishwani Deva Varnani. O Agni, then lead us by the fair path. Now, I have no other request. Oh, Agni, I did whole life, all this home fire. In early days, people used to do home fire. That's why every day we have to do home fire. When you eat, you are offering to the Agni, Pranagni, Panchagni. So, so everything to be offered, prana, apana, samana, udana, bayana, all are offering to the fire. So it said, lead us by the fair path. I have done some good. Please, with that kindness of yours, please guide me into that path, what I wanted to offer. I wanted to Makali, I wanted to Krishna, I wanted to Ramakrishna. Guide us into that path. And thou know all my deeds, good and bad, whatever I have done. Oh Lord, please destroy all by your kindness or forgive me. In other place we say, forgive me. We salute you, O fire god, with your words again and again. So I'm now thinking of you. And there is the path, two paths. We have given a total lecture. You can go to listen to that lecture. Two paths. And one is called the Devamarga, Devojana, path of the gods, and another is Pitrijana. Devojana path, those who have done tremendous spiritual practice, they will go from one plane to the other plane to the other plane. No? Light and light and light, the fire to what is called the light, daytime, daylight. Daylight does not mean a person should have to die daytime, but the God who identifies with the day. This is Obhimani Devata. They call Obhimani Devata. It's a technical term, but it is very apt. Though difficult. Are Ogni Obhimani Devata. Oh, Ogni Devata. Ogni thinks it is my territory. The day Obhimani Devata, there is some spiritual illumined soul who is the boss of the day, who is the boss of the night. Is it not? Don't you think that suppose, give you an idea. So somebody says, I'm the governor. Governor of what? Governor of, say, California. I'm the governor of California. What he thinks? Whole California, I am the governor. No? We don't see him doing anything. But he is sitting somewhere. He is the Obhimani Devata of the whole California. Some say, oh, I am the bishop of this entire Los Angeles. Okay. What is Los Angeles bishop? We don't see anything. But he is identifying about all the activities of church activities under him. No? Similarly, in subtle world, sun god, moon god, that's called Obhimani Devata. So they lead to the day, and then that goes to the nighttime journey. It is a Chandraloka, a full moon, bright nights. Some soul is going through this journey, no? Light here, then light there, then light in the moon, full moon or light, or the Shukla Paksha period. Like that, then goes to the Vidyut Loka, the lightnings, there is a light. And there it bifurcates in two directions here. Go to Chandraloka, and then it bifurcates one direction and one goes straight. Chandraloka to Hiranyagarbha. They go light. And they have done so much japa, meditation, prayer, they don't come back. No? But this person goes up to Chandraloka. And going to Chandraloka, according to his good karma or bad karma, he will enjoy the other heavens or the sufferings of the pain in the heaven and hell. That concept there. After finishing that activity there, then he again come back to Chandraloka to have other desires, unfulfilled desires to fulfill. Then he comes down again to the same route, and then Chandraloka to Meghaloka to Brishti, the raindrop, and raindrop entering into the raindrop, that soul then comes down to the ground and then enters into some food grain, and that food grain goes to the parents' house, parents' body, and then the child is born. That is the journey. So that is called the Avritti path, Pitrijano path. There you can see your forefathers, or you can see Devi Loko, Devo Loko, etc., etc. But one goes straight, that is Brahma Loka. They go to that part journey, they not to come back. They go, and enjoy the bliss with Brahma. We call Ramakrishna Loka. You go to Ramakrishna Loka, you need not to come back. From there, the Saguna Brahma will melt into Nirguna. And you enjoy the presence of Ramakrishna, dancing, samadhi, all these things. And when time comes, bas, everyone dissolves into Brahman. So that is called the Devojana, and this is called the Pitrijana. This jhana which comes back again in the pitri lokas. You go back and forth again and again, unless you become so pure and you only move into the day and night thinking of Atman and this, all the whole Upanishad teaches, following that path, you go into the path of eternal freedom. So this is the 18th verse, last verse I read. Therefore, now last verse, O Agni, so take me into the fair path, and body is now gone. My prana has gone, merged into the prana. My physical body is now destroyed. So now, oh my mind, think of the good action, what you did, and pray, oh Lord, I did so many good things. Please help me. Take out the orb and move on, move on. If your karma will guide you to the Devojana path, or your karma will take you to the Pitrijana path. These are the two paths to be thought about. So this is the end of this reading of the Ishopanishad. I do understand that you, those you are, I'm very thankful. Those who are attending, I am very thankful to you because you are so sincere that you come. But I think that you can do the same thing. I give a Bengali class on the. I will send that link to Chaya so that she can or he or whatever our Sumna, so that you make it that's a class like this, but that's a Bengali class. I give Gita class on that. So if that link goes once a month, I give that class. Those who know Bengali, they can easily click. You can make it that is as if it is your program also of the center's program. I give the class Shanti Gita. I think you should all enjoy it. You will enjoy it. On Tuesday evening, I give that at 7:30 our time, or maybe 10:30. But matters little. Next morning, I hear many people, those who are in India even, they see next morning when they wake up or their own time, see the same thing. You can see that talk is there. So that you have to go to youtube.com/ for Sonok / Vedanto org. Vedanto org. youtube.com / Vedanto org. No dot in between. Or org. Another is there, youtube.com / Voice of Vedanta. Either of these two, you will be able to see the talk given there. So it is not that it is my joy to give the class, but time is also very difficult to find out. And I am also starting a class. I do not know, it is a big project. This is my reading. I thought that I have to read it thoroughly. I'll give a class in our Hollywood every Tuesday, 4:30. Bhagavat is a huge book, 18,000 verses. So if I start giving class every day, we don't do anything, only read 30 verses one by one, not explain anything. 30 verses to read, it will take time. Then it will take 16 years, I have calculated. By that time I will die. So, but better to start that reading. We can skip certain thing and move certain, so that we can read one up. That's my desire, to start Bhagavat. And that also you can go in these two links I have given. You can connect with that, anyone. Why not make that also a project of your centers, sending the email that you go here, this is the time class is going on from our side, your side. It can be easily linked and clicked, so that those who want, actually, they will not miss anything. My point is that they will not miss anything. Same thing, no. Tell me what new thing you are getting to know. Or question answer. Yeah, you can do question answer there also. And when you will be very eager, yeah, you can put questions, and we can do one special day for question answer sometimes. But for the time being, I would say that thank you all for joining, but let us move into this direction now. Okay?
So
I get
basically, Maharajji, so I should broadcast these two links that you have sent.
I will send.
And to everybody else. Right?
I will send only one person. Maybe I can
Okay.
send to Chaya. Chaya can
Okay.
then take care, or you you
Okay,
can
okay,
take care.
okay.
Anyhow, so that all the group of Austin group can take advantage of that, and whoever that there are New York people, some of our Washington DC people come to that class. They have that time and they want 3 hours difference though, but they come into that Bengali Gita class. So, but those who only one class in Bengali, I normally never give any class because it is mixed gathering and always we do English. So many requests came, why not give one Bengali? But you can go on to Ishopanishad Swami's beautiful classes. He gives in many classes in Bengali also. But anyhow, the main thing is that there are opportunities, that's enough for your nurturing of your brain. And you can keep one session for question answer. That's okay. We can do occasionally sometime. Okay? So if you have to say anything, say now.
Yeah, Maharaji, I think we have one question from Professor Dev.
Who?
Professor Dev. No.
Oh, acha.
Manas, Prasno Nachik, this is just my layman interpretation of all the lectures you have given and also today. I'm just linking from verse 1 to all the way to verse 18. In my layman summary, that in verse 2 say, do good works, and at the end of the day, when we are about to leave, remember the good work, and finally seek blessing for all the sins we have done. So do good work, remember good work, and ask for forgiveness of all the sins we have done. Because that's my simple take-home message from all the lectures.
Though we do all good works, but we also cannot keep our mind 24 hours in that goodness. We inadvertently do things because of our samskaras, because in the environment, we do things which are not proper, or we cannot perform our responsibility in the perfect way. So those are the negative things. We are asking forgiveness for those things. And when I'm thinking of my good actions, what is happening? My mind is connecting with the goodness, with the holiness, with purity. So that is the thing which is uplifting me, benefiting me. So Ananda, what is your question? Yeah.
Maharaj, you mentioned something about the cosmic mind and individual mind.
Right.
Does it relate to the universal self and individual self? In other words, it's the same thing as individual self and universal self.
Right, exactly. Self is one thing. Self, you can self is the pure self. No. Universal self, individual self are the same if you take the self part only. But when you're taking the mind part, my mind is creating my dream world. God's mind has created this world, great universe. My mind can show me so many people, so many things. My creation of my mind, and create so many things. So God's mind, bigger mind, your mind, my mind, if you all put together, that's the God's mind. Has created the cosmic mind, created the big thing, and it seems continuously going on, as it were. That's why we come up again, we come back to the same world. Same place. I slept, get up, I see the same place. Because it is the thought of the cosmic mind. So if we think this way, then I need not have to go to the cosmic mind, but I want to go to that person whose mind is cosmic mind. That's called God.
So it's the same consciousness.
Consciousness.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
No difference.
No difference.
Okay, no, thank you very much. That clarifies clearly.
Okay.
I think we have one more question from Pastor. Pastor, please go ahead.
What? Bolun.
Yeah, Namaskar. Pranam Maharaj.
English. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you were talking about the last breath. Top of the head.
No, not every. It can go to the eyes, it can go to the nose, it can go to lower plane also, depending on the person's purity of heart. Yogis, those who are Brahmaganis, Swami Vivekananda's, it pierced the head here and blood came out. That's only for super spiritual personality. But ordinary person's mind may go to, you see many people say, mouth is it goes to the mouth. Someone goes to the nose, someone to the eyes, all the apertures, no? So as is the spiritually higher level of personality, scriptures say that their pranavayu goes out from different places.
Okay, there is this verse in Gita, it says, Navaddare Pure Dehi. The body has got nine
apertures.
Outlets, all right? But in another place, apertures, okay. But in another place, I read another 2 apertures which count, I think, the navel and the top of the head. So 9 plus 2 equals to 11.
Yeah, that may be.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Yeah.
It is a statement. Nothing to say. Even the navel zone is one aperture to get out. Maybe in scripture, actually Vedanta is so simple. The Vedanta say that nothing has been created. This universe, what we are talking about, in the eyes of a Brahmajnani who is in Samadhi, the world is named. It's gone, zero. No creation. But then we are talking about so much, well, because it's Bala Bodhartham. For the child who has to understand something, you make a mess of it. You create some imaginary things to explain something to a child. So we are child in spiritual life. That's why they are saying, yeah, 10, 11 aperture, 10, 11, 9 aperture, 3 aperture. Those are all words. Actually, when the prana, where the pranavayu will go ultimately? Ultimately, it is going from here and outside. Outside is where? So, I think these are not to be taken very seriously, and there will be differences in one statement in one place, another statement in another place. Like one Swami told me, like a child is having a fear for a ghost, and in a darkness he got the fear. So mother thought that I should have to do something. So he created a ghost, really. Created with, he can create the ghost with 10 hands, with 2 horns, 2 big legs, violent picture, maybe with 5 heads. You cannot put question, hey, why 5 heads in this ghost is 5 head, this ghost is 2 head. This is the ghost created for a different purpose. That's why even in the Upanishads, different Upanishads, you'll find different statements about these organs and these apertures and getting out, getting in, minor differences. And the mother then one day created that ghost and kept in a dark room. And the child was sleeping or something, wake up and saw something in the corner there. And then mother came forward. What is this? There is a ghost, ma. Get the ghost. Oh, okay, is that ghost? I will kill that. And then he puts the light and strikes a match, and the ghost is burned into ashes. Then the child says, see, don't fear about ghost. I have killed the ghost today. But the ghost, why with the 2 horns? Why not 10 horns? Yeah, one mother may create with 10 horns a ghost. It is the examples are given to understand the truth. So here, all these examples of things what are they talking about, sometimes we should not to take literally. Not to take literally. Okay? Acha. So thank you all.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Jai Ma.
I missed you very much.
Thank you. Jai Ma, Jai Ma.
Recording stopped.
See you again. Jai Ma. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Ma. Stay well, happy. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.